Hello and welcome to round 6 of the Project Cars 2 Virtual Racing League. Today you join us from the Brno circuit in the Czech Republic for the continuation of our fantastic gt3 championship. So today, as I mentioned, we're in the Czech Republic, and here's have a look at the driver standings as they were from last time. So we've got gt3 Sam, who's building a bit of a lead in the championship over Alex CDL, who is actually switching cars today, so he's moving out of the Ginetta into the BMW, so he'll be hoping he goes better today. And as you see, that's looking at the first grid. So Alex CDL in his new machine is straight on to pole position, just ahead, just narrowly pipping Roger Dodger, who's also been running well, and our championship leader Sam in P3. Surprise wildcard Alex Brown is in 4th with Soccer Brown. Gazelle also wants to change his car with in his Bentley. Lupin G in P7, Cherryberry Jones in P8, McKev's in P9, and Chris Doherty in his Renault, and then Twinkle Tusker rounding out the grid at the back. So we're all set there and looking to get the race underway. And here we go, just about to get underway, and it's a very almost a jump start from Alex Brown there as he gets the jump on Alex CDL, who's in pole position, and it's three abreast into this first corner. Looks like Alex CDL in his new machine, but it's Alex Brown up the inside, and he's running a bit wide, and that's opened the door for gt3 Sam in his Lamborghini. So it's got twice. It's a bit tight there, and it's contact between Roger Dodger and Alex CDL. Oh dear, that's our first and second on the grid, and straight away they've had it coming together. So that won't be good for. Oh, and that's a Cherryberry in the background as well. Looks like he's been planted by. Was that one of the Lamborghini?
Off today.
Was that a bit of a Lamborghini fail there? There was a bit of a
I think I was. I think I was a bit of McKev's being a bit twitchy coming into a braking zone again.
Speaking of twitchy, here's a G down the inside on Stalker Brown, and there's tires flying in the background as Sam and Alex Brown get it, and that's Alex Brown having a great dive down the inside, and he's got the lead there, but gt3 Sam's going to come back. These two know each other very well, so there'll be plenty of bargy between them, I'm sure, as Alex CDL from pole position wonders what on earth happened there and tries to get himself back under the way as we look at Alex Brown, who's managed to maintain that advantage over gt3 Sam, and but gt3 Sam's going back at him down here, but that's it. And now looking back at Gazelle up into 4th with pole man Alex CDL just sliding it almost. Well, he liked to slide about in his Sierra Cosworth, and that was more of the same in the BMW. So as gt3 Sam makes a move on Alex Brown for the lead, so he's got the move done there, but Alex Brown's still hanging around there, and they'll be looking for an opportunity to get back at him if he can. But it's gt3 Sam, the championship leader, also leading this race early on, and Alex Brown not far behind, and then the other Lamborghini of Looping G in the back who's come to the end of this lap. That was a frantic start. Mac, what do you make of all that?
It was definitely frantic. Lots happening, and it's definitely going to be an interesting race. A lot of the drivers aren't quite used to this circuit because it doesn't really come up that often in some of the leagues. But as we see, McKev's nearly taken Free Gazelle's back bumper off. Struggling a bit on this track, obviously with the braking zones and stuff like that. As you can see, he tends to brake a lot earlier than most of the drivers as he goes to the dive. And here's Roger going in on the inside on Cherryberry, and Cherryberry's now backwards. And he's back round again, and as we see McKev, see if he can try and get the inside on Free Gazelle. Is he going to hold on to that? Oh, and Chris Doherty's off again. And McKev just about grasped the 5th place. As we look at Chris Doherty trying to catch back up now after having that slide off. And Roger the Dodgers dropped back a few places. I don't know what's happened there. He was ahead of McKev's just now as Twingo nearly goes to cut the grass. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Roger there. He must have come off while all the carnage was unfolding just now.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. He was obviously had that moment with Alex Dale early on, but he's dropped back again, so he won't be liking that. Having been very close to Alex Dale in qualifying, he will be wanting to clear some of these cars as quickly as possible. But it's been Just as I say that, he's had another massive off, and that
commentator's curse.
That was a classic commentator's curse. There, as Roger goes flying just after he said that, and McKevs gets away there after maybe partly causing some of that carnage, and that's him making a break for it again. But yeah, Roger will be hating that after getting himself back up. We've got a few slots, and that's him back down in 10th. So as we look at Stalker Brown, who's been having a very good championship, closing on Chris Doherty, who's struggled a bit with some of these cars, with this car in particular, and he's maybe not had the best of luck with it, but he's soldiering away, and that's putting a move down the inside of Stalker Brown, who Roger's having a look there as well. And there's a wee bit of a nudge there, but they've all survived this time, so that's good. And it's tightened things up nicely at the back here with Free Gazelle, and I think it's only his second outing in that Bentley, and with Roger now getting the move down the inside, he'll be hoping to make that stick. But good, should be a good one for the Bentley today. It's a nice wide kind of classic European circuit, so it should suit the Bentley style today with that, and give it some nice long straights to put its power down. So we'll see how that goes. But here we look back at Stalker Brown, who's clearing out some of the tyres there. He wasn't liking that, and he's now looking to put he's now looking to put a move down Free Gazelle here. Bentley's got that big power, but the Audi's quite a powerful machine too, and it looks like Stalker Brown, bit of contact there, but he's managed to get the move done, and that's him up into 9th place now. So look back at Roger, who's in battle with Chris Doherty here. So that's of course the real life racing driver. It's he'll be with the Roger with all his karting experience. So should be a nice battle with between these two. As we look at Chris getting a bit out of shape there, but he's managed to keep it going, and coming back onto the main straight. Roger's in a good slipstream here, so he'll be hoping if he can to get the move done down the inside. And next up on the target is another Renault Twingo, as Alex Brown makes a from second. He was second. He's decided to come in early and make that pit stop, so that puts McGee up to a second place momentarily, as we look at Alex Dale getting the move done on him there. So McGee temporarily up to second, and now back down to third with the other Alex coming through there. So that's an interesting move from Alex Brown. He sat down terrific pace early on, decided to get the pit stop out of the way in race 1 and see how it goes the rest of the day. So that'll be an interesting one to look out, because he's had great pace at this circuit so far. And we'll look at Roger, who's already got the move done on Chris Doherty, and he's looking to put a move now on Twingo in that Renault. And oh no! After recovering, and he's off again. That must be about his third or fourth off already today. So not the best of luck for Roger in that Lamborghini early on. It's just every time he seems to come to an overtake, it's going wrong for him. That was a bit of a Renault sandwich there, so you won't be happy about that, as the two Renault teammates close in on McKevs there. As we look at Alex Brown now with his pit stop out of the way, coming out just ahead of Roger, and we're looking to put some of that pace he's got to good use, as Roger's coming back out in Free Gazelle now.
Well, there's a bit of contact. Yeah, as Roger trying to take a bit of his frustration out in Free Gazelle's wheel arch, as tries to put another move on him, and well, managed to get around him this time. Obviously, as Ian said, he's not had much luck this race with the overtakes, and as you can see, Chris Doherty going for the overtake on Twingo, and he just about gets in there now, and as he sets his sights for McEvs. As we all know, this is the widest Lamborghini on the grid. Somehow, it's got gull-wing doors. I don't know how it can get any wider, but as he got a bit sideways then, and Roger's now taking the pit stop as Chris pirouettes into the runoff, and as you see, Stalker Brown's now gaining on Twingo, and McEvs looking to get a couple more places up. He's having really good pace so far, and he's had a really good time with it most of the championship. As we see Chris Doherty now trying to catch back up again as his bumper clings on for dear life. And now Scuderia Sam, he's got really good pace tonight. As you can see, he's 12 seconds ahead of Alex CDL, which is pretty good going considering Alex has only just got into this car, so he's not fully acquainted with it now. As we see Chris Doherty trying to fight with Alex Brown now, trying to get moves set up ready to gain another place. How that bumper's staying on, I do not know, as it just wobbles. And now we're on to...
It's good tactic for confusing people in front as they see the bumper.
I don't know if he's going to make a move or not. As Stalker Brown's making his way through the pack now. He's got around Twingo by the looks of it. Okay, we've seen these two now. We need to go back. Show us the action, cameraman.
Yeah, it's been a tense battle. I mean, Chris Doherty usually goes quite well in most championships. He's struggled a bit in this one, and Alex Brown's had a bit of a super sub. He's not done all the rounds, but he's when he shows up, he's usually right on it.
Shops.
Right up today. So we look at this is McEvs just ahead of Stalker Brown and Twingo as they're coming through here. It's I think Stalker Brown's got the job done there, and he'll be sizing up the next move if he can. But this is a nice kind of three-way battle for fourth spot at the moment. So as you say, with those gull-wing doors, so that McEv's Lambo is quite wide, but Stalker Brown is also in the equally wide Audi, so he'll be looking to, and this of course got the same engine, so he'll be looking to make the most of that if he can. As we look back at Chris Doherty is ahead of Alex Brown, who's going a bit wide there, but it looks like he's got the job done. He's got a bit of a gap now. So oh no, just as I said that, he's spun off again. So that's another example of the unfortunate luck Chris has had in this championship. So he won't be liking that, as that allows Alex Brown back through. As we look ahead to Scuderia Sam, who's storming away here, 13-second lead over poleman Alex CDL, and 22 seconds up the road from his teammate Luke McGee in the second red Lambo. So it's a very fine job from him today. Of course, that coming together of Roger and Alex CDL at the start, together with Roger's bad luck, has certainly enhanced that. But this championship, Sam's looked very good in that Lamborghini. So it seems to be another day's smooth sailing for him as we look at the world's fastest cameraman coming through the corners here. Some great shots here from this very nice circuit, and it looks like that's Stalker Brown. He's managed to get ahead of the very wide Lamborghini, maybe temporarily, as McEvs makes a move back down the inside. He's coming, but I think Stalker Brown's just managed to be ahead enough, and he's maintained that position. So mission accomplished for Stalker Brown. It's been a tough task passing that yellow Lamborghini today, but he's got the job done. And now Twingo's looking to join the party as well. He's down the inside here, and big contact, big contact there. But looks like he's done the job, got the job done there. As that's one way to do it, but we like to see it's
Robbins racing, people.
Robbins racing, yes indeed, and harsh but fair, but that's he's managed to make that move stick, and that's McKev's down to 6th place after having have been running 4th for quite a bit. He's bent, but he's still fancying his chances here. He's letting Twingo know he's still there as he sizes up another move. But went for a kind of late lunge there, but it was just too far back to make anything happen this time. But he's kind of close there, but he's not got quite enough. But this is an interesting wee battle between these two at this stage in the race with about 7 minutes left. They know each other quite well, so they'll be well acquainted with their little tricks. But it looks like it's going to be an interesting battle in the closing stages.
Yeah, most definitely. These drivers are quite used to being in close quarters with each other, as they have raced together before, so they know each other's driving styles, what they're most likely going to do next as they go into various situations. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes now. As Alex CDL leaves the pits after doing his pit stop, he got that out of the way, and hopefully he can gain a couple of places back now in the last 5 to 7 minutes of the race, as McEvs and Twingo are still battling it out, as McEvs tries to size up his next move and nearly takes his back bumper off. And as Alex CDL gaining on him as a high rate of speed. Obviously with Twingo and McEvs, they tend to be the mid-pack kind of speed of drivers, so obviously they're no match for Alex CDL, as he is a very quick driver, and as he's practically going sideways everywhere around the corner as he's gaining on to McEvs, sizing him up for his find out where he can make his move on McEvs, as he's not that far behind. Barely half a second, as we see Alex Brown gaining on him as well, so it's definitely going to be an interesting one in the next lap or two, as McEvs goes for the move, but Twingo goes on the inside and catches it back, giving the place to Alex CDL, as well as McEvs drops it off the track. Don't know what happened there. I think he must have misjudged braking points or something like that, or just seeing a fire-breathing M4 up his back end probably took his eye off the ball.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it. Just he was like half committing to the move on. Oh, there's a Twingo almost doing the same. Basically, it was like McEvs looked like he was committing to move, but it just went too wide, and that allowed Twingo down the inside. But then we've seen a same move there from Twingo, who's just gone too wide onto the grass and then the gravel there, and that's taken him wide. And Alex CDL, from making his pit stop and coming out in 6th place, he's already up to 4th, so that pit stop's worked out quite nicely for him. And despite his bit of a disaster at the start of the race, he's recovered well, and that's him in 4th place. And it's not out of the question that he could catch Stalker Brown here yet, so we'll see how that goes. But that's a bit of a mad couple of moments. It says slightly mad on the banner for McEvs, and that was a bit of a slightly mad moment when he went wide and then Twingo went right there. So it didn't quite work out for the two there. They've dropped back a bit, but it's put the two Alexes, Alex CDL and Alex Brown, very much in the mix here, with him just coming up in 4 minutes to go. So interesting one to watch here as we look at Sam, who's now got a 33-second lead. So this is couldn't be going any better for them. It's 33-second lead over his teammate in the second Lamborghini of Luke G. So bit of strategy maybe for Sam to think about in the closing minutes, maybe depending on how he. In fact, yep, that's it. That's right there. That's he's going for it. He's decided he's got a good enough gap, and that looks like he's going to get the pit stop out of the way. So if this works out for him, then it's the last lap. If this works out for Sam, then that's worked out masterfully for him, because if he goes into race 2 without having the pits and he can still get the win here, then that's a dream start to the day for him. With Alex CDL, who's second in the championship to Sam at the moment, hitting problems at the beginning of the race. So all depends on where Luke McGee kind of ends up here. But it looks like Sam's going to get the job done with plenty to spare. As we look up ahead, yep, that's Sam back underway, and he's now got a 12-second gap to his teammate, so that's plenty for the last lap, and that's worked out beautifully for the strategies of Lamborghini, and the team could end up with a 1-2 here as well. So that's worked out brilliantly. As we look at Stalker Brown, who's been the podium machine of this championship, and he's looking to bag himself another one. But Alex CDL, the pole man, is very much still in this and looking like hoping to get another podium spot to make amends here. So that's what he's thinking here. He's certainly putting it all out on the field. He's full drift through that corner as going a bit wide there, but it's putting him in the slipstream perhaps to get a move done. As we look at Alex Brown also looking to get a move down, and McKev's and he's down the inside here, and that's he's going to make that stick. So McKev's is trying to go wide and take a wider line around the outside, and Alex Brown's gone wide there, but looks like McKev's is just far enough back. But now McKev's is down the inside and he's come back at him here. So but that's Alex Brown back ahead, so a tremendous wee battle here between these two. And as we look at Stalker Brown, who's still heading there. Alex Brown still ahead there. As we look at Alex CDL, so close now. As and he's moved down the inside. Can Stalker Brown fight back? He's coming back at him. He's down the inside, and he's got the pace. But as we look at that's Studio Sam just coming over there. That's Alex CDL's down the inside, and that's that's a bit of contact here on the right. That's second place there. So that's it's quite tight at the end here. As we look at Stalker Brown back down the inside, tremendous battle between these two for the final podium spot. This is epic stuff. As we look at Alex CDL coming back at him, he's gone wide, but I think Stalker Brown's is he just going to this is so close, but I think Stalker Brown's done the job. The race winner Sam starts the carnage in the background. That was an epic finish. What do you think of that? As you look at the post-race party starting, that was pretty crazy stuff, eh?
Yeah, that was definitely an epic battle towards the end, as we see McKev's Lamborghini crash into the ground. In all virtual racing tradition, at the end of the race, we all smash into each other, as we're not allowed to on track during the race, as that's kind of frowned upon, supposedly. But that was definitely brilliant battles throughout through the top part of the pack and midsection of the pack, and even the back section. It was just battles all over the shop, and plenty going on throughout the grid. So it's definitely going to be interesting going into the second race now, as now the drivers are all warmed up and got the rust off. And as you see, Sam in pole position, Luke McGee in second, Stalker Brown in third position, Alex CDL in third, and these are the rankings of the championship standings. Scuderia Sam in one hell of a lead at the moment, Alex CDL in second, Roger the Dodger in third, and so on. Let's get into race 2.
Yep, exploding here, and we've got McKevs, who seems to always be on pole at these second races. He's ahead of Luke McGee, who after bagging his best result of this championship, we're looking to do some more in this second race, but he's already been jumped by Alex Brown, who had his wee nudge there, and Alex Brown down the inside, and a bit of a coming together early on, and already a yellow flag. What's going on here? That's Roger the Dodger, after having such a terrible first race, has started off quite badly in this one, so that's a bit of a turning it to be a tough day for Roger here. As we look at Alex Brown getting himself in the lead. Of course, he's got his pit stop out of the way, so this is for position. And Alex CDL, another one who's already pitted in second place. So that's what he'll be like to see with Scrooge Sam, his championship rival, but he's also pitted as well. So this is most. Oh, and we've had a wee coming together there between the two red Lamborghinis. So didn't quite see what happened there, but it was after their fine team performance 1-2 in the second race. That's not what the Lamborghini team manager will be wanting to see this early on, as we look at Cherry Berry, who had a interesting moment at the end of the end of that first race, ending up in the pits, and also had that accident early on with that coming together with McEvs. So he will looking to have a better result in this race, as he gets a nice little wee drift there, and there's Chris Doherty out having a big spin. It'll be crowd pleasing, but won't be pleasing Chris there, as he tries to get himself back on the road, and that's dropped him down to last place in this race. It's not what he wanted after having an off in the first race. As we look at McEvs try to put a move on his fellow Lamborghini driver, but Scrooge Sam's got the corner there, and that's it. Cherryberry's down the inside of Stalker Brown. So that's it. As look at McEvs in the background making an early pit stop. Oh no, he's decided against it. So he's stayed. I think he remembered that you're not allowed to pit after the first lap. So he got out of that one just in time. But it was another frantic start to this one, wasn't it, Max?
Yeah, as you've seen, McEvs nearly took Cherryberry out again, dodging out of the pits as he realised that he wasn't allowed to pit within the first 2 laps, if I remember right, for the championship rules. So he had to slam on and get back on. So that has hurt him a bit in the placings. He's dropped a couple of places. Hopefully he can gain something back now throughout the race, but being in the mid-pack, he's probably going to be fighting with the Twingo and Free Gazelle and Stalker Brown, as Roger will probably be making his way up through the pack as we watch this race unfold, as Scrooge Sam's on the attack for the both Alexes, and trying everything to try and keep up with Alex CDL. That BMW just looks really good in that livery, though. I don't know what it is about that yellow livery that Alex CDL's picked for it, but there's something interesting about it.
Yeah, definitely. It's not one. I suppose it's not one of the more classic BMW
common
liveries. Yeah. It's so I suppose it's just nice to see it in something a bit different. And as you say, it's looking very nice there, as he comes under a bit of pressure from Scrooge Sam. In fact, Scrooge Sam's trying to drive right past him, and they've got major contact.
And he didn't hit the corns. I'm not happy about
that. Alex was trying to shove Sam into the extra pit lane there, but got better of it, and he's now coming on the attack. Oh, dearie me. Well, Sam had a coming together with his Lamborghini teammate on the first lap, and now he's setting about the BMW drivers this time. So that was a bit of a hairy moment, as them both coming down full speed down the pit straight, and that was would have been an interesting moment for both of them, as we'll look back at Cherryberry now, try to put a move on Stalker Brown, but Stalker Brown's got the inside there, and he's and Cherryberry, who's in the wars in the first race, seems to be carrying that on in the second race, having a bump. He's committed there anyway. He's giving it everything, but it just doesn't seem to have been working out for him today. And here's Alex CDL and Scrooge Sam maintaining battle, and a bit of a bumping and barging again, as Alex CDL with that flamboyant driving style, just staying ahead of the Lamborghini for now. But these are two ferocious competitors, so they'll be looking to get the best here. And also keep an eye on Alex Brown, who's just ahead there, but still very much within striking distance, as they see this three-way battle for the lead at the moment with Screwdriver Sam getting the tighter line just now, but Alex is maintaining that gap there. But as you say, Mac, as you mentioned earlier, this is Alex Seedale's first race in this BMW, so still maybe getting a hang of it on some of these circuits, whereas Sam's had the Lamborghini throughout, so maybe a bit more. But if any driver's going to get a hang of something quickly, it's Alex Seedale's. Look at very, very, very sideways moment here, and that's allowed Scuderi Sam an opportunity down the inside, and they've actually closed right in on Alex Brown here too, so it's almost like a one behind the other as they come across the line, and Alex looking for a move. He's looking for a move. Yeah, he's looking for a move, and Scuderi Sam's come down the inside as well. Wow, he came from way back to jump, and Alex Brown in space of one corner has gone from first to third, so that was commitment from both of them there to get that move done. But now Scuderi Sam's trying to get the move for the lead, not quite there this time, but they've both been on it, and they've been back and forth most of that last lap. So it could be a great fight for the lead here today, as we look at again, it's like three-way fight here. Alex Brown's dropped back a wee bit, whereas Sam and Alex CDL are still going right at it. As Sam gets a wee bit twitchy there, but Alex CDL goes a bit wide as well. So it's full commitment from both of them, which we love to see. Love to see cars getting pushed to the absolute limit here. As Sam's down the inside, and Alex CDL's got just enough, but bit of a physical contact together. That's again what we like to see, and Alex CDL's sticking to the wider line, and Sam's going for the tighter line, but it's not quite there for them. But he's right there again, and there's Roger in the background as well. So and Sam goes for the move, and he's covered off the inside line there, and he's got the move done there. But Alex CDL won't be sitting there for long. He'll be looking to get back into it, and just back and forth every corner it seems just now, as Alex CDL weighs up another move, and he's going for the wider line, but Sam just covers him off there. But neck and neck, and Alex Brown's hanging around in the background, so they need to watch that as well. But that's Scuderi Sam down the inside, and just coming back onto the main straight here. So but yeah, Alex CDL's got the jump there a bit with that extra speed, so he's side by side, and he's got that BMW power just seems to be a little more down the straight. So but Sam's fighting back now. So I don't know if it's maybe Lamborghini's maybe slightly tighter on the brakes, or if Sam's just a bit braver with that particular one. But he's maintained his position out ahead just now. But this is epic back and forth action just now, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It was a crazy one a couple of laps ago, where they all pretty much swapped positions and then decided to go back at it again, fighting for podium places at this point, as their pace seems to be pretty similar to each other. Obviously, Alex Brown's dropped back a bit now, so it's pretty much a two-man fight between Alex CDL and Scuderi Sam, as they're just at each other's necks every corner, trying to exploit any little mistake or slight line deviation, as Alex is on the back end of Scuderi Sam, waiting for him to just make the slightest mistake to get that place. And there's just some great racing as they both push these cars to the absolute limits. As you can see, Alex CDL is almost out of control going into some of these corners, because he's throwing the thing in like it's going out of fashion. And it's definitely fun racing as he's going in sideways. But he just about catches it. That's going to hurt his time a bit, but I think he's going to make that up quite easily now, as look on to Twingo and McEv's having a battle of their own. As you can see, the Lamborghini being the widest car on the grid, as Twingo's trying to get past him. These two are very good at fighting each other, because pretty similar paces to each other. McEv seems to be the more erratic kind of driving style, which can surprise quite a lot of people on the grid, because you don't know what he's going to do next. And as we go into the next corner, McEvs is just 300ths of a second ahead of Twingo, but I think Twingo's just waiting for him to take his eye off the ball just ahead to catch up to him. But it's definitely going to be proven to be an interesting battle now as we watch this unfold.
Yeah, well, it certainly was a terrific battle between these two in the first race. There was a bit of entertainment as they both went wide at various points, and they were both going for it. As you say, know each other quite well, so that and quite similar pace, so that always makes it a great battle as well. But yeah, it was a very entertaining battle between them in the closing stages of the first race. So let's hope for more of the same here. And we all know how wide McEvs likes to make that Lamborghini, so that could spice things up as well. Looking back to the front of the race here, we've got Roger, who's closing in on Alex Brown. So he's shown for qualifying the first race, Roger showed great pace, and despite his mishap early on, he's managed to get himself into fourth place here, and looking to maybe make inroads. He's only 4 seconds off the lead here, so there's plenty of potential for him to get back involved, as we're just over the halfway point in this race. So be interested to see what Roger makes of the rest of it. He's not too far away from Alex Brown, and always loves a good scrap with Screwdriver Sam and Alex CDL, so if he can get himself in position, that'd be good for us all to see. Looking back again at Twingo and McEvs. Twingo's dropped back a bit here, but he's still in touch with McEvs here as look ahead, and that's Cherryberry in 6th place, who's got Chris Doherty for company. He's got a bit of a gap on him, but they've both had their moments already, so could be an interesting one to watch, as and there's Stalker Brown just ahead as well. So it's a nice wee battle for between 5th and 7th at the moment. So we'll see how this pans out, but yeah, definitely looking at the front, it's still tight between Scrooge Sam. Alex CDL had that unfortunate moment where he's dropped back a bit after that very committed turn to that corner, but as we look at them back, so yeah, Roger's coming into play here a bit, and you've also got Alex Brown, who's leading early on, dropped back a bit, but still very much in the podium fight here in his Porsche, and he'll be just kind of, they're in that sort of kind of wait and see stage, just ticking down the laps and just seeing how it's Alex Brown has a wee flamboyant moment, but they're just kind of seeing where they all are, and just planning the next snooze. But it looks like Screwdriver Sam, with that wee moment from Alex CDL, has put himself out into a good lead here, and could be on for a second race win of the day, which I think will be the first in this championship, and just shows the pace and pace advantage Sam's had today, if he can pull that off. But there's still there's still halfway to go as we look back to the back here. So this is a battle now between McEvs, Twingo, but Free Gazelle, interestingly, in the background there in 11th place, and we're hearing from Free Gazelle's pit crew that he's actually rolled the dice and gone at the soft tyres for this bit, so that could be very interesting in the second half of this race, as we watch these two battling, bumping and barging, and yeah, Free Gazelle's right there with that big Bentley. He's obviously had a few outings in it, so he's getting the hang of the car, and that's a bold strategy move if he's gone for that, because with the time you lose, will it come back to you? But there you go, he's already getting the move done on Mac here, and he's down the inside, and with that extra grip, could be all he needs. We've seen a few of the drivers sliding about already, so maybe that can make all the difference in that big Bentley. So we've just got to wait and see. But he certainly got the job done on Mac and Twingo, and he's charging on to his next target, which will be looping up the road. So we'll see how much he can close in here, and that might tell us everything about the pace he's got in that Bentley just now, given that call to go onto the soft. So that'll be an interesting one to look at. Look at McEvs and Twingo just battling out here still. It's a bit of back and forth, and Free Gazelle's already cleared them, and he's on his way down the road to Louis. So this could be a very interesting one looking at the closing stages of this race.
Yeah, definitely. So definitely an interesting choice for Free Gazelle to swap out to the softs. Some of these GT3 cars don't tend to like running the soft compounds because some of them can be quite heavy. So, like I know the Lamborghinis, for instance, don't tend to get that much performance out of the softs because they tend to burn them out really quickly. But as you can see, he's gained a lot of pace in the last couple of laps now, so it's going to be interesting to see if he can catch any more people up and get a couple of more places by the end of the race now. As it just seems to be like he's switched the turbochargers back on or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. It's got that wee power boost. It's like some of the races we get, like the Formula E with the fan boost. It's almost like he's done that if he can get the softs working right for him. So that would be a very interesting one. It's Cherry Berry and he's off again. Oh dear. Is he going to get a chance to reset himself, or is he just calling it a day? It's hard to see there as we look at Roger, who's now he's dropped a bit back from it. Here's Free Gazelle. So Roger's dropped a bit back from Screwdriver Sam and Alex CDL, but he's all over Alex Brown. And speaking of all over, this is Free Gazelle, who's all over Looping with G here. Looping with G wondering what on earth's happened here. He had a good gap in that Bentley, and suddenly it's right there. So yeah, fan boost activated for Free Gazelle, and this is a interesting one. As Looping G gets a bit slides a bit there, and that's allowed Free Gazelle down the inside, and Free Gazelle with that extra grip is it's just cleared off down the road here, and he's already pulled off quite a bit. It was just a small slide from Looping G, whose bumper's hanging off, but already through that first corner, Free Gazelle's just cleared off. So this strategy move from him is paying off massively so far. That's Free Gazelle up to 7th place, and looking at his gap to Stalker Brown with the pace he's had and the gap he's already pulled on McKev's and Twingo, it's quite possible he could be moving his way down the road for Stalker Brown next as well. So be interested to see how many places he can gain as we look back at Screwdriver Sam race leader. He's kind of had just around about a 2-second gap over Alex CDL, and that seems to be maintained. But the interesting one here is the battle for the last podium spot with Alex Brown, who again led early on, but dropped back a bit from the race leaders. It was 3 abreast at one stage, coming in this battle, but coming on the last lap now, and it's Roger who's putting massive pressure on Alex Brown here. So can Roger get the job done? He's right in the slipstream, and given the problems he's had, a podium to end his day would be a terrific reward for a circuit that he's had good pace at, just not being able to make the most of it. So but Alex Brown's had terrific pace here as well today, and he's been right in the running all throughout, so he'll be looking to cap this day off with a nice podium. As we look at Screwdriver Sam ahead, still ahead Alex CDL, but yeah, it's an interesting wee battle on the last lap here, but one just got to see if Roger can get the job done.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, as you said, he hasn't had much luck this race, but hopefully now he can try and get the 3rd place now off Alex Brown as we enter the Sector 2 region of the last lap. Hopefully now we can catch him up and hopefully get the podium finish as draw to the close of the race. It's quite close at the moment as Screwdriver Sam going in for the end of the lap as he's 6 seconds ahead, followed by Alex CDL in 2nd, and watching it's pretty much a fight for 3rd place at this point now, as Screwdriver Sam and Alex CDL have pretty much got it in the bag. It's now who is going to get 3rd place. Is it going to be Alex Brown or Roger? He's only got quarter of a lap left, if that. So see if he can get it through as Scuderia Sam past the finish line, followed by Alex CDL. And Alex Brown is still in third, but is Roger going to get past him? Come on. Just about. No, I just about didn't get it, I don't think. But yeah, there was definitely some close racing, Ian, wasn't it?
Oh, that was terrific, yeah. So, as you say, Scuderia Sam, I think, becomes the first double winner of this GT3 Championship. Terrific performance from him today, and got the timed the pit stop well in race 1, and got the job done beautifully here today with who was under some serious pressure from both Alex Brown and Alex CDL towards the end there, but he carried it off beautifully, and he'll be very happy with his day. Especially getting the jump on Alex CDL, given the championship standings. And looking back, it's the another Lamborghini of Luton G Cross and Twingo in 9th place, and McKev's coming in 10th spot. So, but yeah, tremendous day for Sam, and given the troubles some of his other championship rivals had, he'll be thrilled with that. As we look at McKev's coming in and getting the
making his own track
started. Yep. So let's see in the Porsche's party as starts in the background. They're just doing a bit of crowd pleasing after a disappointing day for here. And this is your classified results. So Scuderia Sam takes the second win of the day with a storm performance. In the end, it was nearly an 8-second gap over Alex CDL, who's second in the championship, and Alex Brown holds on there for the last podium spot. So that all means that Scuderia Sam extends his lead in the championship over Alex CDL, and Roger Dodger didn't quite nab that podium, ends up in 4th place there. So. As I say, it's a terrific day for Sam, and a terrific day's racing for us all. So thank you for joining us. And
you should probably let Sam out of the cupboard now.
Yes, well, he's done well enough.
He'll be back next week, guys.
Normal service will resume next week, so hopefully you join us then.
Thank you.